Good morning, everyone following us here in VA Vibes. Welcome to the 2023 Catalina Channel Crossing. I'm here, your host, André Souza, the Black Belt Paddler, and on my side here I have Mike Kalama from Hawaii. Mike, how are you doing? It's a pleasure to have you here, participating of this this amazing race that is the Catalina Crossing.
Yeah, thanks, Andre. Again, guys, welcome to the 60th anniversary Catalina Crossing. We're here at the starting line. Again, my name is Mike Kalama. Excited to be here for you guys.
Aí, pessoal do Brasil que está seguindo, nós estamos aqui. Bem-vindo a Catalina Crossing Channel 2023, essa prova de Six Man aqui nos Estados Unidos, é o campeonato americano, como se pode dizer, de V6. Ao meu lado aqui eu tenho o Mike Kalama do Hawaii, ele responsável por cuidar por continuar essa cultura da V1 no Hawaii. Eu vou estar ele vai estar comentando aqui comigo hoje. Eu vou tentar trazer o Scott de casa. O Scott não está aqui comigo, mas bem-vindo todo mundo, obrigado pelo suporte e continue ligado.
Aloha, guys. So it looks like we're at the starting line here. We've got women on hold for approximately their last minute. Looks like they're going to get ready. Again, we have 62 crews for today's crossing. We've got our women 9-man change. They are going to start first. So this race will get on their way very shortly. And then right after that, we're going to get our co-ed mix starting about 20 minutes after this race starts. So this is going to be a really exciting start here. Looks like we have a good amount of canoes on the lineup. These women look ready to go. It is conditions-wise, looks like we have light winds. We currently have a very smooth water, more like a rolling water. We don't have too much texture right now. So this is going to be an exciting moment for everyone. So currently we have the lead escort boat making announcements using their megaphone, letting the women know that they're going to get ready to go. So right now we just want to see a really good race. Looks like we got a lot of women in good position. This is going to be, this is where we go. The next premier long distance race isn't until Haviki Nui, which again isn't until about November. So for now this is it. But here we go, the 60th annual Catalina Crossing. Long distance race isn't until All right, guys, looks like we're getting on the way. Looks like these, here we go. And the women are starting now. Let's go. Here we go. Welcome to the 2023 Catalina Crossing from just outside of Newport Jetty all the way into Avalon there on Catalina Island. Looks like we have a pretty clean start. And we're going to go ahead and try to take a look at which women we have in the race and kind of see where they are and who they're up against. But this is the start. Again, this is going to be a long race. We're expected to see the winners podium come in just about 4 hours. So here we go. Looks like we have a really good start on the inside. Looks like we have the Ade Outrigger World Women. So looks like Ihilani right there on the inside in that white Matahina with that blue ama. Again, looks like we had a really clean start with all the women. So here we go. This is just a start. So again, this is a 9 women, I should say, change. And this 9 women change, you're not going to see the first change until just about half an hour into the race. You're not allowed to do any changes until 30 minutes after the race starts. So here we go. This is what it's all about right here. Try to see if we can get some separation from, you know, your strong paddlers and your strong women that are going to come out firing, and we're going to see where this starts to play out, give or take. Right after the first change, we're gonna try to see how teams make some strategies and adjustments, but it's looking really good on this start. All the boats are still relatively in a good pack, and again, we're gonna try to see who's gonna go ahead and kind of create that separation. So here we go. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and see how things are gonna go and how things are gonna play out. Again, we did have 62 entries, it looks like, for this event. Again, majority of the 62, of course, are gonna be the women. So this is gonna be an awesome event. We do have a bunch of different clubs involved here from all over the world. We've got, clubs from Hawaii. We've got a lot of California clubs, and I did hear there is some other paddlers that traveled in just to be a part of this race. So, again, here we go. And again, guys, again, we want to thank you for joining us today as we cover this Catalina crossing here. This is the start of the women and co-ed event. This is again from Newport Jetty, just right outside of the Newport um, Jetty area, all the way into Avalon on Catalina Island. So again, we're really excited to bring this to you. We want to go ahead and give a big thanks to Audi Outrigger World and Audi Tahiti, along with Tahiti Va'a. Thank you for sponsoring us to come and bring this live feed to you. As you guys can see, we have this awesome drone footage coming in for you. You guys can see that the water looks pretty calm. We don't see too much texture. Again, the wind is relatively light, so this is going to be a long, a long race for these women, and it's going to be good for us to kind of see where the pack starts to thin out over the next hour. So there's a lot of racing to be done. Again, we just started approximately 5 minutes ago. So the race has started for the first part of this first leg, and we're gonna see the co-ed and mixed division take off in approximately 15 minutes. So again, there's a 20-minute gap between the first heat that took off or the first group that took off, and then you have your second group that's going to be following right behind again. So this is a change race. How it's going to work is your escort boats are going to be making their way around the 30 to 45-minute mark. You're going to have your escort boat come in and start doing some changes. Your changes are going to be not allowed until the first 30 minutes have passed. So as you can see, this is very early into the race. All right, guys. So what you're looking at currently, so the women crew have now gone about close to 10 minutes already into the race. So they've probably made it a good mile into their race by now at this point. So we're just going to be waiting here for the co-ed start here. So we got the mix and co-ed starts, and this is going to be a really good start as well. You're definitely going to see a very similar um, thing. So, but at this point, most crews on the co-ed, you're going to have 3 men and 3 women. You can sit them however you would like. And again, this is going to be a change race for them as well. So this is going to be something to kind of see how these strategies are going to be. So pretty excited to see how that's going to go.
E para o pessoal acompanhando aí do Brasil, a prova feminina acabou de começar. Nós temos um time aí, o time campeão mundial está aqui, da Dana Point Women, aqui da Califórnia, e vários outros times muito fortes aqui participando da prova. Dentre eles, um time com remadoras do Tahiti, da França, aqui do estado forte, que foi colocado aí para enfrentar o time da Dana Outrigger, aqui da Califórnia. Esse time que está vindo aí do Tahiti, com algumas remadoras tahitianas, remadoras francesas, remadoras aqui dos Estados Unidos, tem algumas campeãs ali dentro daquele barco, a Eloha Etienne, atual campeão mundial aí de V1, long distance, está nesse barco. Tem outros grandes nomes aí, a Vaimit Maione, um deles, participando, competindo aqui nessa prova maravilhosa que é a Catalina Channel Crossing. Nós estamos agora aqui na largada de novo, esperando as mix crews, o grupo misto de remadores. São compostos por 4 remadores masculinos e 5 mulheres. Essa prova deve estar começando em minutos. Continue ligado.
All right, guys. Looks like our second division is going to get started. So our second wave of paddlers are making their way to the start line, and looks like they're about to get ready to go. Again, we had about 62 entries in this crossing here for this first day. Right now we're going to get started, and we're going to see what happens, and we're going to watch this race start here for the second group that's going to get going. So again, guys, welcome to our live feed here on Va'a Vibes, brought to you by Ade Outrigger World and Tahiti Va'a. And that's it, guys. The second race, or the second start, has begun. Horn just blew, and all of our crews have now officially entered the Catalina crossing. So all crews have a go, and right now we're going to see a very similar way of the start. As you can tell, crews are going to want to have a really strong start. We do have really good conditions at the moment, and we're hoping to see this throughout the rest of the race. Again, you're going to be looking at your first podium races. Your first podiums are going to come in just around the 4-hour mark. So we have a lot of paddling to get done, and we're really excited to bring you all of this live feed. Thank you. All right, here we go. We're now watching our drone live footage here. Drone live footage have just progressed here. You can see not as many canoes, in this next start, but again, you're going to see the similar tactics here. You're going to see a really strong start. You're probably not going to see your first change for the first half an hour for these groups, and after that, there's going to be a lot of strategy and drop-offs and trying to see which strategies they're going to try to make. So again, this is Va'a Vibes, brought to you by Ade Outrigger World and Tahiti Va'a. Again, we're here watching our drone coverage of the second start. So really excited to see where these crews start positioning themselves and where they're going to end up throughout this race. And welcome back. So currently right now we're still watching our drone footage. We're going to be covering this race. We will be eventually bouncing back and forth. We will try to make our way towards the first start, which is the women's 9-man change. They had a separate start. This again is going to be about a 27-mile race. It started right outside of the Newport Jetty, and it's going to make their way all the way into Avalon on Catalina Island. So this is exciting. This is what it's all about here for California. This is their big race. I believe it's one of the more sought after races here for some of your California crews, and quite recently there's been a lot of international field clubs trying to make their way here and see what the water's like here. And right here on screen it looks like um, we have a mixed crew here. We've got a mix of California paddlers, and we also have some Tahitians in this lineup there. That's going to be your Matahina, built by Ade Tahiti there. This boat looks like it's set a relatively good path. I believe they're possibly leading this second start pack as of right now. So again, we're going to see a real strong start from all the crews. All the crews will have a really, really strong start. They're going to try to get some separation from the rest of the field. So this way they can kind of use their strategies on water changes and their concepts on whether or not they're going to try to make any pushes throughout those changes. So again, we have a two starts here. We had our women start at just after 8 o'clock, and then again 20 minutes later we just had that co-ed start that you just saw. So we'll make our way up throughout the race to check on the front of the pack, but as of right now we have 62 canoes that have been registered and are on this race course. This is going to be a long race here. We're looking at, again, just about 4 hours for our podium finishers, and maybe well into the 5+ hour mark if the conditions are the way they are. Definitely pretty smooth water, not too much winds, and as of right now we can kind of see crews just making moves. A lot of these clubs are putting in a really good pace here, and I believe they're going to hold that for as much as they can. So again, we're here brought to you live with Va'a Vibes. This is built by paddlers for paddlers. This is our way to bring the sport to you and keep you guys included, and we don't want you to miss out on anything. If you could be here, we would love it. Maybe next year you can get a crew together and jump in and do this crossing. It's a pretty exciting event here for the California paddlers, and I'm sure they're excited to see some of the best paddlers in the world here taking on this course. So again, welcome, and thanks again to Ade Outrigger World, Ade Tahiti, and Tahiti Va'a. Mahalo.
E é isso aí, pessoal. A largada dos times mistos acabou de começar. Nós temos aí essa prova aqui que ela sai de Newport Beach e ela vai para Catalina Island. Isso aí nós estamos falando em torno aí de 30 milhas mais ou menos. É uma prova longa, uma prova aí que os líderes da prova geralmente aí terminam na casa de 3 horas e meia. Muitos times do Tahiti, muitos times ao redor do mundo aqui participando dessa prova, porque como todos sabem a Molokai foi cancelada, então muitos times do Hawaii participando aqui da prova. O time campeão mundial vai estar aqui amanhã, o time de Kona do Hawaii, com former atletas do time Red Bull. Shelva está aqui, Lana Kila, Kahalui Kaido, grandes times e outros remadores taitianos participando desses times, remadores havaianos, pessoal do Japão, Austrália, todo mundo está presente nessa prova aqui, que é considerado o campeonato americano aí de Six-Man. Continue ligado aí, essa transmissão está sendo patrocinada pela área Outrigger World e pela Tahiti Va'a. a área Outrigger canoa que produz as canoas matarrinas tahitianas, essas Six Men maravilhosas aí que vocês podem ver aí cortando a água aqui da Califórnia. Continue ligado aí, vá a Vibes. Your drone is out?
What's up?
Your drone is out?
Yeah. It's too far from the action and getting a lot of interference.
Hey guys, again, thanks for joining us. Vibe Vibes. Looks like we're getting some difficulties right now. We're just gonna go ahead and get the footage back live for you, and it's gonna take a little bit of time. Again, we're gonna be making our way into this 27-mile Catalina channel run here for the women's race and the co-ed mixed race. So we're gonna go ahead and try to give you the best feed possible. Currently, it looks like we're looking at this OC6 Malolo. This is a Puakea boat, and looks like they're, you know, just like all the crews, they're gonna go ahead and try to stay as strong as they can throughout the entire race. Again, conditions are relatively good. We have light winds. We do have a little bit of more of a rolling water here. It's still smooth, and you know, all these crews are gonna do awesome and make their way across this channel. So we're gonna try to set ourselves up and get us a good opportunity to show you maybe some of the water changes that will be coming up. So this is gonna be awesome. So right here we have a good pack sticking together right there. So looks like this is us catching up to some of the women. Look, there's our first changes. You can see some of the women have jumped in. Again, usually what's going to happen at this point is crews are going to go ahead and start doing their changes because again, they just hit the half-hour mark. So what they're going to do is have anywhere between 2 to 3 paddlers usually in the water, and they're going to go ahead and do some changes. Of course, most likely it's going to be 3. So changes basically work as you're going to call numbers. Your 1, 3, and 5 might come out. Maybe your 2, 4, 5. It's going to be a little bit of a strategy because you do have to try to make these changes work best for you. So again, we're going to get on it. So appreciate you guys tuning in with us. Again, we have our sponsors, Audi Outrigger World, Audi Tahiti, and Tahiti Va. Mahalo. All right, guys. Looks like so again we just have our drone up. We do have a boat camera. We do have um, some of the pack that we're trying to go ahead and see who they are, where they're at, and as you can see, we do have crews making a whole bunch of changes here. Of course, it could be challenging. You've got escort boats, you've got wakes, you've got, you know, people trying to hold a good line there. So your steersman is going to hold a very good line to just go ahead and make sure they can make a really clean change. A lot of these, let's see what these crews are doing. Looks like this pack is just currently doing a change right there. Again, this is going to be the challenge for all these escort boats going in and out of this, all the crews. And, you know, again, safety is going to be a really big concern, and we want to make sure everyone, you know, works with each other accordingly. So right now, all of these escort boats are all running on the same channel to follow some of their protocols and just kind of keep everyone safe as much as possible. So again, we are about half an hour into our race here, and we're going to be seeing a lot of changes now. And this is where we're going to see clubs make up time for some of their races. Again, thanks for joining us on Vibe Vibes. Hey guys, so there we go. You guys see our live drone footage there. We're basically going to make our way up to the front of the pack. We want to go ahead and check in with some of those top crews. Last we checked, it sounded like we had Dana, and we also had Ihilani and Kalahui Kai. Those were the three top women's crews at one point. So again, we want to make our way up. As we make our way to the front, we do have some awesome drone footage here that's going to be kind of checking in and seeing if there's any crews that we can follow. So again, we're just want to go ahead and make sure we can start giving you that coverage for those top leaders in the top pack, and then of course we're gonna sink our way back and try to follow the other start. So that second start was again the mix and co-ed crews, so we definitely want to bring all that action to you. But currently right now, guys, we are well within half an hour of that of the Catalina crossing. Again, we had a 27-mile course brought to you from Newport Jetty all the way to Avalon, and currently right now we have probably made our way to the back end of the first pack, and as we make our way to the front, we'll go ahead and give you a little bit more coverage on what we see up there. So once we get to the front, we'll get you the update. Again, thanks for joining us here on Vibes. My name is Michael Kalama. I'm here with Andre Souza, and we're again excited to bring this to you.
E é isso aí, pessoal. Aí a largada do misto, a prova já está se desenrolando aí, já temos alguns líderes aqui. Nosso barco aqui, nós temos alguma limitação aqui por causa da organização, tá orientando os barcos que estão seguindo, né? Então a gente teve um probleminha aqui que a gente teve que ficar um pouquinho mais para trás. Estamos tentando chegar aqui no grupo da frente com o nosso barco, mas aí vocês seguem aí com a imagem do drone aí, e nós vamos chegar no grupo da frente do feminino. Vamos ver essa batalha bonita aí do Dana Outrigger World com o time do Taitiano e das francesas. Vamos ver o que vai dar dessa batalha. Fique ligado aí, essa transmissão está sendo trazida aqui pela Vibes e em parceria aí com a área Outrigger World. Tem um patrocinador aí do Tahiti também, a Tahiri Va'a. Fiquem ligados, acompanhem essa prova e não se esqueça que amanhã é a prova masculina, saindo de Avalon, saindo de Catalina para Newport. Grandes times vão estar participando dessa prova, então fique ligado aí, deixe seu comentário e tamo junto.
Again, guys, we're here just bringing that drone footage here. We're gonna go ahead and keep on moving our way back to the front. As of right now, it looks like we have, all the field has definitely spread out, separated at this time. So you got 62 canoes separated. You got 62 escort boats doing drop-offs and changes. So there's gonna be a lot of, safety and a lot of, maneuvering and keeping your paddlers in prime shape and condition. And some of the things that you're gonna probably see is once these paddlers make the change, they're gonna get back onto their escort boat. They're gonna get hydrated again and maybe have a bite to eat. Something real simple. Again, they're not gonna go ahead and have a full-on potluck over there, but they want to get some little bit energy back in their bodies and get ready for that follow-up change. And so we've got, again, about another 3 hours and some odd minutes before we might see our first canoe club crossing the channel. So again, this race is about 27 miles. It's got 62 crews, and most recently our update was the Dana Outrigger women were leading the women's pack. I believe it was followed by Kalahui Kai and Ihilani Canoe Club. So really excited. We're gonna go ahead and kind of see what's gonna happen and where we're gonna be after we get into a little bit closer to the halfway mark, and we're gonna see if things get a little bit more spread out, or if we're gonna see crews, kind of keep with it and stick to the pack. So again, here we go. Okay, thanks for joining us here on Vav Vibes, guys. We are currently just getting closer to the front of the pack, so we can start bringing you some live information on some of these top crews. You know, from what I've heard over the past few years is, you know, a lot of paddlers have looking forward to this race ever since we've had our return from the COVID situation that we had a couple years back. So last year's conditions didn't allow for a true Catalina crossing. It was actually transitioned to a triangle. So there is some weather issues here in California that you know, some of our international paddlers are not aware of, and it had to do with a hurricane. Again, we're still into a hurricane season for most of the Pacific Ocean. So a hurricane came through, it stifled the race in Catalina, so they made the transition and they did a typical triangle run that the California canoe clubs typically will run. So the times were well under that 4-hour mark. You know, we had crews finishing sub 3 and most averaging about 2.5 hours. So it was a lot less of a race last year. So this year is everyone's excited to be back here, and right now again we're making our way back to the top, and here we go. We're gonna give you some of that live feed here. Right now we have 3 crews right now up in front. We currently, looks like we have the Dana Outrigger women are look like they're in the lead, and they're followed closely behind by, looks like Team Ihilani Canoe Club, and as well as Kalahui Kai. The big difference right here is again, we're gonna be 1 hour in. Everybody's gonna stay strong, long, powerful. They're gonna keep on pushing and try to keep this moving solid, you know. So again, we did see a quick change earlier from some of these clubs, and again, I think maybe they've done 2 changes at this point. So we're gonna go ahead and bring all this live feed to you and keep you posted. So right now we want to see what's gonna happen, and it's gonna be exciting.
E aí, pessoal, esses são as líderes, os 2 times aí liderando a prova. Eu consigo ver aqui que o time da Dana Point liderando a prova. E aqui no terceiro lugar, perto do nosso barco aqui, o time de remadoras aí da França, do Tahiti, remadoras americanas também vindo muito forte, nada definido, prova só apenas começando. Fiquem ligados aí.
All right, guys, here we go. So we're following our top leaders in the pack. Right now we're taking a look at a couple of our crews here. Let's see. All right, guys, so currently looks like that was our mistake. Couldn't quite tell with the drone, it was a little bit far out, but that the boat that just crossed over, it looks like a teal and white boat. That's going to be your their Dana Point women, so from Dana Outrigger. And right there is our team from Ihilani Canoe Club pushing. It looks like they're in currently in 3rd place right now, and we're going to go ahead and try to keep it steady on them, and we're gonna try to get you a good pace on maybe their rate and see what they're gonna do. Again, strategy wise, these women are just doing really awesome. As you can see, it looks like they're pushing along. They just did a change not too long ago. It looks like they changed their 1, 3, and 5. So with that switch, it's going to bring in some fresh juice, and it's going to allow us to basically maybe get a good boost in their pace and their rate. And anytime you can get a change and fresh bodies in it, you're going to see a little bit more spark in there, and it gives the other women a chance to rest and get again hydrated, a little bit food in their body, and get ready to do another switch. So changes, you know, can pay off and can really bring the crew back onto a good motivated rate and pace. And here we go. This is a great shot here. We've got both drone video and live feed there for you. These women are going to make their way 27 miles. Again, they're about 1 hour into the race, and looks like we've got maybe a good 3 hours left. So as long as they keep strong, steady, and keep that boat moving, it's gonna be a real big payoff to the end of this when we get into Avalon. So again, want to thank our sponsors, Outrigger, Outrigger World, and Tahiti Va'a for helping us bring this live feed for you guys. And we hope you're enjoying your day. Looks like awesome conditions out there. What do you think, Andre?
Well, I think the conditions are perfect. Let's see now that the race continues, if we're gonna have like a more current or more of a upwind. I don't think the wind is too strong right now. I'm here inside the boat, but like from what I feel, it's not too strong. So what we see right now, it's a good combination of timing and power from those women. It's a good team. Nothing is it's defined. The race just started. This team from paddlers all around the world, France, Hawaii, American paddlers, Tahitians, is coming now in third place. Who is leading this race is Dana Point. Who is second, Mike?
It looks like last we checked it was Kalahuikai. They're women from Oahu and Big Island and a little bit of all over, and they've always had a pretty strong team. But these are your top 3 crews: Dana Point, Kalahuikai, and currently Ihilani in the top 3.
E é isso aí, pessoal. Esse aí é o time como vocês puderam ver, aquela canoa branca aí com a ama azul. Time de remadoras aí de francesas, havaianas, americanas, tahitianas. A prova está sendo liderada pela Dana Point, seguido pela Kalahuikai, outro time havaiano muito forte. E esse time misto, esse time de remadoras ao redor do mundo aí na terceira colocação. A prova só começou, vocês podem ver nesse shot aí do nosso drone, que as mudanças já começaram a ocorrer e a prova tá bonita. A prova tá bonita, uma prova bem disputada, como eu disse, nada definido, é uma prova longa. A prova só está começando, nós não chegamos ainda no final da primeira hora de prova. E as emoções vão ser muitas aí no final dessa prova. O time de Dana é o time favorito aí da prova, o time campeão mundial, está liderando a prova, seguido esse time de vermelho, Kalahuikai do Hawaii. Fiquem ligados aí. Mike Kalama participando aqui da transmissão comigo. A mulher do Mike, ela tá remando, a Willy, ela tá remando no time de remadoras aí ao redor do mundo. Uma grande remadora, rema no V1 no Hawaii, participou da DAITO. Nesse time de remadoras ao redor do mundo, tem muitas remadoras aí que participaram de provas importantes da ITO. Mas não só ele, o time de Dana Point, time campeão mundial, o time de Kalahuikai, remadoras sensacionais do Hawaii. Fique ligado, a prova está só começando.
Awesome, right here, guys. Again, we're trying to go ahead and follow the leaders of the pack, and right there we've got a really good shot here with the drone. This is your lead boat. This is your Dana Outrigger women here. They're currently running a nice, smooth, steady pace there. They are using the new Stingray paddle. Looks like they've preferred to use this paddle on a couple of their last races here. Um, really awesome to see some of that transition here. Um, Again, we're following your top women here for this first part of the race. So your women again are just about an hour, a little over an hour almost into the race. It looks like actually just under an hour. Sorry, just 1 hour in. And again, we've probably seen a couple of changes for these women to see if we can um, get a little bit more on the changes. We can kind of give you an idea of what it's like. So a lot of people are asking us, you know, what is the conditions like right now? Well, conditions are awesome. We have light winds. We've got really smooth paddling conditions for all of these women paddlers, and you know when they change, it's going to be quite refreshing. It is maybe in the high 60 degrees. We're looking at maybe 67 through 70 degrees in the temperature. So it's relatively cold. It's a lot colder for some of these paddlers who are not used to those cold waters, especially if they're coming from some of the tropical sides. It's going to be a lot warmer from places like Tahiti and Hawaii. But you know, very manageable. These women are definitely gonna, you know, get a good, nice wake up and a nice spark once they get up in that boat. And of course, the ones that are getting off, you know, it's gonna be good. It's gonna cool them off a little bit. They're gonna go jump back on their chase boat. They're gonna get back on, get hydrated, eat a little bit of something, and you know, get ready to do a change yet again. So. We're going to see various amounts of changes. You know, you can change as many times as you want from here on out, and we want to go ahead and make sure that we can bring all that footage to you as we get rolling. So really excited to get things going. So. Hey guys, right there. So we're currently just watching some of our boats just right there. You see a chase boat. It looks like they're just pulled up right next to them. They're just coaching them through maybe the next change that they're gonna do, and they're trying to keep their women motivated, keep them situated for the rest of this race. Again, you'll have a chase boat kind of trailing your canoe as they race, and we're gonna keep it all situated and all together and bring together the best speed that we can. Thanks. All right, guys. Hey, welcome back to our live feed here with Va Vibes. We made our way all the way back up to the front of the pack. More of a inside approach. We have Dana and Kalui Kai, stacked up on each other. If we were to pan left, you're gonna go ahead and see them all the way to the left-hand side. But right now we're trying to go ahead and get you guys some of that live coverage with all of our crews. If we get up the drone shortly, we did have a little bit of difficulty with our previous drone, so we'll get another drone up in the air shortly and try to go ahead and give you that bird's eye view on how this race is looking. But look at that, those conditions. You can see that glistening on the water there. So it's definitely going to be a hot race for these women. We currently probably have about 3 more hours left in this race. Again, you're looking at Team Ihilani right there on the screen. We're going to go ahead and just try to follow them for a little while. As always, being on the media boat here, always a little bit challenging conditions because we're moving, we're sliding, and we just want to try to cover as much as we can. We're hoping to maybe see a change at some point, so we can kind of show you a little bit more on what they're gonna do as they do their changes. You're definitely gonna want to bring in some fresh. From some fresh juice there for that boat, and it gives the paddlers a little bit time to recover and get right back to it. But these women are really strong. They're putting out a really good race. The rate is pretty comfortable. It's definitely keeping the boat nice and smooth. It's gliding really well throughout the water. Again, we do have the top 3 crews. We have Dana Outrigger and Kalahui Kai. Looks like they're slightly in the lead to this boat that we're viewing in third, which is Team Ihilani. Again, we'll bring to you a little bit more live feed and coverage as we get going. All right, guys. So just got word with a skip. Looks like these women have been paddling really hard lately. We have about, give or take, maybe a good 14 miles to go. Again, we got about, looks like these women with this pace, they're averaging about 7 miles to the hour. That's something that we've been kind of particularly looking with, and when we can get a good baseline like that, and obviously the escorts boats are going to be doing the same thing, so those partners are going to try to get motivated and try to see if they can push that limit maybe for a good mile and a half on a change, just to maybe make up ground or either gain or either walk away from another boat. But as you can see right now, this boat stands all alone. They're pushing a line, I would say a little bit more, looks like a little bit more north of the other 2 boats, which is Dana Outrigger Women and Kalahui Kai, which looks like they're slightly up ahead on just the opposite side of these women. So great battle. It looks like these are the 3 crews that have absolutely separated themselves with the field. So right now we're going to go ahead and try to see if we can give you a better idea of where they are, but looks like again these women are going to hold strong throughout this entire race here. These women are extremely fit, extremely capable of doing this race. Most of these women have tried to train for Molokai. The one thing I can say is we want to go ahead and give a really big shout out and a lot of aloha to the families and those that were affected on Maui. Some of the things that we can, remember is how much, paddling means to us, and we can continue to respect the families, because Molokai was officially canceled this past month due to some of the situations that are going on in Hawaii. So, I do know that we Maui Strong is something that we want to go ahead and emphasize here for all of you. So we really appreciate it. So we're gonna go ahead and try to pan over and take a look at the other side of. Looks like we're panning to the back, so that's a lot of the other chase boats directly behind us. So as you can see, there's quite a big separation. You're looking at about a good half a mile split between the top three and maybe to your next number four. So we definitely have seen a big jump with these women. There's a few canoes that are trying to get up into this podium here. So it's going to be a real tough battle to try to get into these top three positions, because these women are absolutely strong right now. And but we do have great paddlers on the water. These other women that are coming up shortly behind the top three, we'll try to get their names of the canoe clubs. We were told that so many of these clubs are coming right out of California, so this is kind of their backyard, if you will. And this channel crossing is something everyone looks forward to doing, and we're excited to try to get everything situated. We're trying to get names, information. But if you guys have any of your clubs that you're following, by all means, if you guys want to go ahead and leave a comment, or we can try to address it a little bit as we get moving. But again, we're really excited to bring as much footage as we can. As we near maybe the two-hour mark, we can kind of get a good gauge where we are. So again, stand by, guys. We're going to go ahead and keep moving. We're going to stick with this top few pack, and we might make our way towards the back as we get closer to Avalon.